Hear you.
Hold up. Missouri will host Tennessee 9 p.m. Eastern on the SEC network. First place in the SEC is on the line. The Missouri Tigers, Tennessee has both these teams have been uh, unbeatable this year. To put it frank, neither team has lost. Uh, both are 6-0. Missouri has beaten Illinois and Oregon. A little bit better wins for the Tigers, but this should be a fun one. It's going to be I think the game to watch this weekend. Who do you like in this one?
I think the Volunteers win pretty handily, honestly. I think they win by 7 or 8 probably on the road. I just think top to bottom they're a more talented team. You have the two freshmen, Keon Johnson, Jaden Springer. Then E. Pons has really struggled offensively this season, but you know what you're getting with him offensively. John Fulkerson's been pretty solid, but Victor Bailey Jr., the transfer from Oregon, is their leading scorer. Nearly 14 points a contest. He is a knockdown shooter. I think he'll play a big role in this game. But when you look at Missouri, for me, they have some pretty glaring issues. I think they're a bit of a fraudulent team at the moment. They obviously Jeremiah Tillman is more foul prone than probably anybody ever. This has a game where he's definitely going to foul out with like 8 minutes left in the game, just because the way that Tennessee plays, they play physical, they get downhill a lot. They can definitely cause him to foul out pretty handily. And they almost lost to Bradley, a solid Bradley team last week, but they almost lost to Bradley and Missouri shooting 28% from three against a really good defensive team. I think they're going to not have any success on offense, and I think Tennessee's going to be able to walk into Missouri's home arena and beat them.
Yeah, I like Tennessee as well. I think the Haslametrics line is at 4 uh, in favor of Tennessee. At that number, I probably will stay away. I'll probably pick one of these in at the end when all is said and done. But at that number, I really don't have a lean. I think Tennessee wins a close one. Uh, I think it's going to be really low scoring. The Haslam projection 68 to 64. I think it goes under that.
I
I
think it'll
think
be in
it'll,
the 50s.
yeah, I think I'll go Tennessee 60 to 55 will be my prediction. I think you look at Tennessee, they've got really good defensive players, and like Pons has struggled offensively this year. He's great defensively. Uh, I don't really. Victor Bailey's been really good offensively. I don't know who I can trust on Tennessee to go out and get get 20 points. Maybe it's Bailey, maybe it's Fulkerson, but I don't really have the trust in anyone on Tennessee or Missouri to say that, quite frankly, that I can go out and say, okay, this guy can go out, get me 20. I don't really have that trust in any players, but I think that some of the parts is just good and just overall, all the players on Tennessee are better. I think Victor Bailey's been good. You, Fulkerson's good inside. Jane Springer, Keon Johnson are both good freshmen. Josiah James and Vescovi have both been good as sophomores. Like, there's a lot of really good players for Tennessee. I don't necessarily trust that they'll go out and put on a great offensive performance, drop 80 on Missouri. I think it'll be a grinded out type game, which I think both teams are kind of in for that because I think Missouri's been kind of playing above their offensive ceiling thus far this year. I don't think they're as good as they have been thus far offensively, uh, but I think it's just going to be a really fun game. I think Tennessee wins a close one on the road, but it'll be certainly fun to watch.
Yeah, definitely. I think this has Jaden Springer breakout game written all over it. I think he could drop 15 plus points in this one. I think Tennessee wins probably 64 to 57.
All right, so I assume you like Tennessee with the points then.
Yep,
All right, the
give them the
official
points.
predictions are in. Both of us have Tennessee. Sean has Tennessee covering. I guess technically I have Tennessee covering because the spread is listed at 4 and I picked them to win by 5. So Tennessee will win and cover on the road against Missouri. Mark it down.